Is there anything that Trump could do that would make you stop supporting him as president?
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's lots of
Like
things.
what?
I can't think of one right now,
What
but I'm
if
sure
he
there are
raped a
some things.
child, would you stop supporting him as president?
If he what now?
If he raped a child, would you stop supporting him as president?
I would have real issues with that. Yeah.
So you would stop supporting him as president, right?
I, don't put words in my mouth, okay?
Well, I'm just asking you a question. I'm not making a statement of fact of what you said. I'm asking you a clarifying question to learn what you think. So would you stop supporting Trump as president if he raped a child?
I would have problems with that. And to give you an answer right this second, I don't know if I would or not. What's the circumstances around it? What happened exactly? I mean, just to mouth off with an answer without hearing what's going on doesn't seem like a good idea.
So you need the context in which he raped the kid to determine if you'd stop supporting him?
Um, I'm sure there's more than just that. I mean, you're making up um, something that is not true or hasn't happened. So how can we make a decision on that?
I'll tell you. Because we could imagine it happening, and then we could imagine how we would respond to it happening. I can imagine, like for instance, waking up tomorrow and learning that my best friend raped a woman. And I know when I imagine that my response would be, fuck this guy. I'm either going to go beat his ass myself if he's not arrested by the cops before I get there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't actually need my best friend to be a rapist in order to hypothetically understand how I would respond if my best friend was a rapist.
It seems like a discussion that goes nowhere.
It certainly will. So, hypothetically, if Trump was a literal child rapist, would you stop supporting him as president?
There's always more to the story than just a few words you're saying.
Dude, what more does there have to be to this story? We're talking about child rape. Like maybe if like I said, would you stop supporting Trump as president if he was a liar? You could say, well, is there more to the story? What's the context? Maybe his lie.
If he was a what?
If he was a liar, maybe in that circumstance I'd understand if you responded, well, what's the context? Because I could like imagine that there's a couple contexts that Trump could lie in that I wouldn't really care. You know, maybe he lied to his son by telling him he loved him. Okay, I wouldn't really care about that. Right? There's like some context where Trump could lie that I would allow. But like when you say, "Oh, well, what's the context? What's the more to the story?" after I say, "Would you still support Trump as president if he was a child rapist?" Well, what that tells me is you think that there's like some scenarios where an adult could rape a child that you think are allowable, that you think are permissible, that you think aren't that wrong. As if we could almost just explain away child rape, make excuses for child rape, contextualize child rape. And I don't think we could do that. It's just so heinous.